Right, okay, guys. Good evening and welcome back. So, I think you guys can hear me properly. So, now we are in our 11th lesson, right? So, today I'm going to start your new lesson. What is the new lesson? Trial balance, right? So far we discuss about prime book. එන කාලයක් කරන්නේ එපා වෙන්නේ. මහා කාලයක් කරා දැන් නම් prime book දැක්කත් අප්පිරියයි. We discuss about cash book, petty cash book, bank account, right? Purchase journal, sales journal, general journal. So more than I think 4 months. හොඳයි නේද? කොහොමද එකම මම ඒක තමයි කිව්වේ කොමර්ස් කියන්නේ උගුලක්. තේරෙනවද? මට primary books බැරුව trial balance නෑ. තේරෙනවද? ඒක නිසා උගුල හරියට ඔයා ලියා ගන්න නම් ඔක්කොම වීඩියෝස් බලලා ඔක්කොම ක්ලාස් ටිකට හරියට ඇවිල්ලා වැඩේ කරගන්න ඕනේ. වීඩියෝ ඔෆ් කරන්න එපා ඔන් කරන්න. Right? Okay. So what I want to tell you now today I'm going to start the 10th lesson. What is the 10th lesson? Trial balance. Okay. Before moving to the trial balance, I told you about the examination. Huh? Please remember. So I will test your knowledge during this upcoming weeks, right? So you need to be updated with everything. You need to maintain your knowledge, right? So giving knowledge is my part and maintaining knowledge is your part, right? So before moving to other one, I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding the primary books, right? So to know whether about your knowledge. Okay. So please unmute and tell me the answers for the below question. These questions. First one. What are the transactions we record in cash? Anyone? බලමුද වැද්දෝ ඉන්නවද කියලා? බැරි නම් ඉතින් මට වහකන්න වෙන්නේ. So what are the transactions we record in cash? Simply, simplest new examination they ask, what are the transactions we record in cash? Hmm? Guys? Anyone? No answers? Hmm? Don't send messages. I need the answers. So what are the transactions we record in cash? Cash receipt. Should be cash receipt part plus check receipt. Okay, if it is deposit the check or not on, at the same date, understand? So cash receipts and the cash payments, understand? So these are the transactions we record in cash, understand? So what are the source document relevant to cash book? Receipt and the payment voucher. Okay. So when it comes to petty cash book, what are the transactions we record? Petty cash reimbursement or petty cash receiving the petty cash interest. Understand? Other than that, petty cash payments. Understand? So these are the transactions we record in petty cash. Petty cash හම්බෙන එක එකපාරයි වෙන්නේ මාසෙකට. එතනද petty cash ගෙවන එක මාස පුරාවටම ගෙවන. Right? So what is the source document relevant to petty cash book? Petty cash payment voucher. Understand? So then we discuss about cash book. So bank account. So what are the source document relevant to bank account? Cash deposit slip, check deposit slip, then bank statement, right? Check return notification, payment voucher, even counterfoil we can take as source documents of bank account. Is it clear to you? Right? So when it comes to turn on the videos, I can't repeat again and again. So if not, I'm going to remove. So other than that, the next part, third one. So what are the transactions we can identify in bank account? First one, deposit cash in the bank account. So what is the double entry? A cash book credit bank account, deposit checks in the bank account. So we already require, it can be broadly classified into two again. Can you remember? Okay, receiving on the same date, depositing on the same day, depositing on a later basis, right? So when we come discuss depositing on the same day, so bank account debit, relevant account credit, it can be debtors account, understand? So it can be an income account, so relevant account credit. දැන් කලින් හම්බෙච්ච එකක් අද ඩිපොසිට් කරනවා නම් කලින් හම්බෙද්දි cash book debit වෙලා relevant account එක credit වෙලා තියෙනවා. deposit කරද්දි cash book credit, bank account debit. Is it clear? Right? So other than that, issuing checks to the creditors or any other third party. So what is the double entry? Bank account credit, relevant account debit. Understand? So not only that, we identify two kinds of dishonoring. Okay. So what is the double entry for dishonoring? Deposited check. Dishonoring deposited check. When we deposit, we already debited. Now if we need to be concerned as dishonoring, we should credit the bank account, right? So bank account credit, relevant account. So the other one, dishonoring on issued check. When we issue check, we credit the bank account. When it comes to dishonoring, we should debit the bank account. So these are the transactions relevant to bank account. So now after that, we discuss about purchase journal, sales journal and general journal. Understand? So only cash book, bank account and petty cash book perform the dual function, which means concern as a primary book as well as a ledger account. I know, right? So you know, always cash book balance and petty cash book balance both forward in which side? Debit side. This is, you need to have proper knowledge about these things because these things relevant to trial balance. Okay? So always cash book and petty cash book balance, primary books balance both forward in debit side. Okay, but bank account balance both forward can be either debit or credit. Why? If it is debit, it's a favorable balance. If credit, it's unfavorable balance which bank over. Okay? So after that, we discussed about purchase journal, sales journal, and general journal. Those three concern only as a prime entry book. So it's not performing the ledger account function. Understand? Those three only perform the prime entry book function, not the ledger account function. So when it comes to purchase journal, so what are the transactions we record in purchase journal? Purchasing trade goods on credit basis for the resale purpose. Understand? So what is the double entry? At the end of the month, we need to take the total of the purchase journal after deducting trade discounts. Can you remember? We deduct the trade discounts and we take the total at the end of the month. So what is the double entry? Purchase account debit, relevant creditors account credit. So when it comes to sales journal, what are the transactions we record? Selling trade goods on credit basis. අපි කලින් ගත්තේ මොන බේසිස් එකටද? අපි අරගෙන තියෙන්නේ මේවා රීසේල් පර්පස් එකට. ඒ රීසේල් පර්පස් එකට ගත්තේවා credit basis දෙත්ටි අපි ලියන්නේ කොහෙද? Sales journal. So what is the double entry? We record all the sales, credit sales on sales journal. So after deducting the trade discounts, at the end of the month, we get the total and we credit to the sales account and we debit to the relevant debtors account during the month. Understand? So when it comes to general journal, now you know purchase journal. What is the source document for purchase journal? Purchase invoice. What is the source document for sales journal? Sales invoice. So when it comes to general journal, what is the source document? Anyone? What is the source document of general journal? The mom with the
Journal voucher.
sorry.
Journal voucher.
Journal voucher. What is the source document? Journal voucher. So what are the transactions we record in general journal? So all other transactions which we can't identify in other 6 types of prime entry books. Okay, so can anyone tell me examples? Owners, cash drawings or good drawings?
Good drawing.
Goods drawings. Okay, purchasing non-current assets on credit base, selling non-current assets on credit base. Understand? So other than that, error correction entry, adjustment entries we record in general journal. Understand? When we purchase a non-current assets on credit basis, can anyone tell me the double-digit thinker purchasing 50,000 worth of a machine from ABC Limited on credit basis? What is the double digit? Purchasing a machine worth of 50,000 from ABC Private Limited on credit basis. ABC account credit. It's a non-current liability. Machine account debit. Understand? Selling 70,000 worth of motor vehicle on credit basis, okay, to Amal Private Limited. So what is the double digit? Amal Private Limited debit. Okay. Motor vehicle account credit. Okay. When it comes to general journal, it also perform only the prime entry book function. So we identify for video on Karagan, right? So we identify uh, a narration as well. Can you remember? We need to record a narration as well in the general journal. ඒක තමයි මාස 4ක් පුරාවට කතා කරපු සියල්ලගේම සාරාංශය. ඒ දෙකේ වඩා ගිය around 10 minutes, right? Can you remember? Okay. So if you can't remember, you need to listen to this again and again. Right? Okay. Others, where are the others? You met then Sasin, Adikshan, Netuka, Fansi, Adina, Fatima. Hope. Hurry up. Turn on the videos. Others? ටිකක් වෙලා කියලා කට්ටිය නිදිනේ. ඉස්මිස් වෙලා යනවා, ඩිසපියර් වෙලා යනවා. දෙයියෝද මන් දන්නේ. මේ ඉන්නවා මේ. අර දෙයියොත් එහෙම. දෙයියොත් මේ ඉන්නවා මේ. කොහොම බෑ දෙයියෝ වුණාම මේ ඉන්නවා මේ බෑ. ඉන්නවා එහෙම බෑ. මං හිතෙන්න. දැන් මේ ළඟදී හොඳ වැඩක් වුණා මම පෙන්නන්නම් ඒක මේ වීඩියෝ කරන් බලන් ඉන්න. කො අනිත් දීක්ෂන් නදින and එතුක I'll share a video to you. Can you hear me, guys? Can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me? Can you
Yes,
hear me
sir.
again? Okay.
Yes, sir.
இந்த பொடி වැඩක් පෙන්නන්න. ඔන්න බලන්න. right. පෙන්නන්නම් මේ වීඩියෝ එක. ඔය ස්ක්‍රීන් එක පේනව නේද? ස්ක්‍රීන් එක පේනවනේ. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So I think you can see my screen, right? දැන් මේ දෙයියෝ මොන බණ දෙයියෝ. ක්ලාස් එකෙන් ළමයි දෙන්නෙක්. එනවා.
ඔයාලා
දැක්කද? දෙයියෝ දැකලා තියෙනවද? ඔන්න බලන්න ආයේ. මම කියන්නේ එකපාර ඩිස්මිස් වෙනවා වගේ කේස් එකක් තමයි ඒක. මේක CCTV එකේ දැක්කේ. මුන් දෙන්න ගිහලා අරක ප්‍රෙස් කරලා දුවනවා. මම එකපාර දූගෙන ගියා බය වෙලා. ඇයි මේ මොකක්ද නැද වෙලා තිබ්බේ මේ? අර දුම් දාලා යනවනේ එකපාර. ඔන්න බලන්නයි. ඔන්න මේ මුන්දේ. ක්ලාස් එක ඉවරලා යනවා.
ඔයාලා ආ
දුන් දාලා දුවන්නේ. රයිට්? බය වුණා මම ඔක්කොම පැත්තකින් දාලා මම දිව්ව යන්නේ මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. බැලෙහින්දන් මේ මුන් දෙන්න ගිහලා අරක ප්‍රෙස් කළා
ඔයාලා
දිව්වා. පේනවනේ?
ආ
මේ මොනාද අන්තිමට අපි ගිහිල්ලා බලලා මොකද උනේ කියලා බලලා පස්සේ බැලෙහින්දන් මේ මුන් දෙන්න මොකද කරලා තියෙන්නේ මේක ඔබලා දුවලා ගිහින්. රයිට්? හරි. ඒ වගේ අර ඔයගොල්ලෝ ටිකක් වෙලා හිටපු ගමන් ඩිසපියර් වෙලා. මම දැන් ඇත්තටම දැන් මම පන්ති කියලා බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. මොකද උනේ කියලා. දැන් මේ ටිකක් වෙලා ගියාම මේ මොනවාද? එක මම දැක්ක දැන් මම අයිනේ හිටියේ අර දෙන්න ගෙදර යන. හරිද? දැන් මම බලාගෙන ඉඳි මම දැක්ක එකපාර ලොකු දුමක් එක ලොකු සද්දයක් එනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අරුන් දෙන්නත් එකපාර ඩිසපියර් වෙලා ගියා. දැන් මම බැලුවා එයා කොහොමද දෙයියෝ දෙන්නේ ක්ලාස් එකේද කියලා මුන් දෙන්න එකපාර කියන්නේ බැලින්ද ලොකු දුමක් තියෙනවා එතන. පස්සේ මුන් දෙන්න අරක ප්‍රෙස් කරලා දුවලා. පස්සේ බලද්දි මේ අතර ලීක් වෙනවා අරක. මං කොහොද ඊළඟ සතියේදී අලුතින් දෙකක් අරන් බරි. හරි. මේ ඒ වගේ වීඩියෝ ඔෆ් කරන් ඉන්න එපා. කම්මැලි ඕගොල්ලන්ව පේන්නෙත් නෑ ඔන්ලයින් ඉන්න අය නිකන් මෙතන මූණු පේනවා. වීඩියෝ ඔෆ් කරන් ඉන්න එපා. වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරන් ඉන්න මම දන්නවා කම්මැලි ඇති. සින්දුවක් කියන්නද chance එකක් දෙන්න කැමති කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා රේස් එකෙන්. chance එකක් දෙන්න සින්දුවක් කියන්න කාට හරි. right? කැමති කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් chat box එකට නම දාන්න සින්දුවත් එක්ක මම මෙහින් මියුසික් දෙනවා. ඔයාට පුළුවන් සින්දුව කියන්න. right? හරි. දැන් අද ඉඳන් හොඳට අහගන්න මොකද අපි දැන් ටික ටික එන්නේ අමාරු ලෙසන් දෙකකට. මේක අමාරු නෑ මේක ලේසි. එතනින් පස්සේ එක තමයි ටිකක් අමාරු. දැන් අපි තව හම්බෙන්නේ එක සතියයි මේ අවුරුද්ද. අවද්ද? next week විතර. next week වලින් පස්සේ ඔයා තව අවුරුද්දකින් වයසට. මං ගෙතෙන්න. So no classes on December 25th. මම December 25th class දැම්ම නම් එහෙම මට දැනුම් අහන්න වෙන්නේ. එතකොට මේ no classes on December 25th. So we have only another 1 week, right? So 18th. So I can't remember. It's like so it's now it's 11th. We have only 18th, right? So we have only 18th. So next week I'm going to fully finish the trial balance. Understand? So another one pending lesson. What is the pending lesson? Error correction. Understand? We have only another one pending lesson. What is the lesson? Error correction. So what I am going to do, I am going to cover it as a pre-seminar. Understand? So I told you I am going to cover error correction as a pre-seminar. So I will send you the trial balance lesson tune and the error correction lesson. So those two topics are very much important. Especially the error correction. මොන ප්‍රශ්න තිබ්බත් ඒකට නම් එන්න. මම කියතෙන්නවා. මොන ප්‍රශ්න තිබ්බත් error correction වලට එන්න. ඒකට හේතුව ඔයාට එතකොට ලොකු දෙයක් උඩ දාගන්න තේරෙනවද? Because correcting error is a little bit harder if you don't understand it properly. Yeah? You need to build your basis. Understand? Is it clear to you guys? Send me a thumbs up. මම කියන එක තේරෙනවද? Right? තේරුණාද? Right? Okay. Now today what I'm going to do, so I'm going to start the new lesson, trial balance. Write the topic in your writing book. So trial balance, this is 11th lesson, trial balance. Trial balance, page day 1. So this is all about trial balance. During the paper revision class also I'm going to do few calculations relevant to trial balance. Now what is the term called trial balance? Why we prepare trial balance? Is it a ledger account? What we do use in trial balance? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ අපි trial balance දෙක තුනක් හදලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාට තියෙන දැන් තියෙන knowledge එකෙන් මට කියන්න බලන්න මොකක්ද trial balance එකක් කියන්නේ? What is the term called trial? What we do in using trial balance? දැන් කියන්න බයද?
month end credit debit balances.
Sorry?
Month end credit debit balances.
What? Again? Can you repeat? Sorry?
Month end credit debit balances.
Month end credit debit balance. Month end credit balance balances කියනවා. what we do use in trial month end එක විතර credit debit balances. This is like a list we prepare to verify, okay, by taking all balance brought forward in ledger accounts. Understand? Okay, to verify our total debits equal to total credits. Understand? So from each and every transaction we can identify a dual impact. Necessarily a one account should debit, another account should credit. Sometimes there can be 2-3 entries. For an example, can you remember about discount received and discount allowed? Okay, so there are 2 debits and a 1 credit. Understand? So there can be 2 credits and 1 debit. Understand? So but the total summation is equal. Understand? Like this one, when it comes to 100 debit, 10 rupees debit, 110 credit. This is also total debit equal to total credit. Understand? So not only that, like this, 300 debit, so 270 credit, 30 credit. This is also equal. Why? Total credits also 300, total debit also 300. This is also tally. This is also tally. Understand? So because of an each transaction, we can identify a debit and credit. Understand? So what I want to tell you, what we do in here, because of our transaction, total debits equal to total credits. Understand? Okay. Now before moving to the chapter, I'm going to tell you few things. Listen to this carefully. No need to write anything. Just this is just for your reference. So I think you can remember we already did trial balance in cash, book and bank account. So this is like this. Okay. Think. So I'm going to take 3 transactions. So for your reference, listen to this carefully. So I need your support. Can you see the screen properly, guys? Is it clear to you? Right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Now I'm going to take a few transactions. First one, cash sales 90,000. Credit purchase 30,000. Okay. So these are the transactions. Next one, cash sales receiving 70,000 from like this, cash sale 90,000, credit purchase 30,000. Then I'm going to get cash purchase 100,000. Understand? Right? So then I'm going to take then I'm going to take like so let's find out like this, selling a motor vehicle, like this vehicle, rupees 300,000 on credit basis. Another one, another one. So these are the transactions. Now there are how many transactions? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one. 5. Hmm. Postal charges rupees 30. So these are the transactions. This is covering all your knowledge. Huh? Understand? Relevant to primary. Understand, guys? Is it clear to you? Right? So these are the transactions. Can you hear me, guys? Are you there? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir.
Right? So what is the first step? As first, what we need to do? We need to prepare source document. So I need your support to identify. So what are the source document relevant to each and every transaction? First one, cash per sale. What is the source document? Receipt. And what is the source document? You need to prepare a receipt. So credit purchase. What is the source document we need to record? Purchase invoice, right? Why? We need to record in the purchase journal. Understand? So what is the source document? Purchase invoice. Cash purchase. What is the source document? Paying cash and purchasing goods. What is the source document? Payment voucher. Understand? Source document is payment voucher. Payment voucher. Selling a motor vehicle rupees 300,000 on credit basis. What is source document? What is the source document? This is about selling a non-current assets on credit basis. We record it general journal. Understand? General journal. So the source document is journal voucher. So the next one, postal charges 30. What is the source document? What is the
Petty
source
cash.
document? Huh? So we record it petty cash book. Understand? So petty cash payment voucher. Understand? So this is petty cash payment voucher. Petty cash payment voucher. So these are the source documents. So after preparing source document, we need to record each and every transaction in primary books. So I'm not going to use the full format. I'm just going to prepare the T format and like this. Understand? Since concerning the space. Is it clear to you guys? Concerning the space, I'm going to prepare only the small primary book. Now this one, Nidhimatha, prime entry. දාගන්න එපා තමයි නිදාගන්න. Right? So these are the primary books. Okay, so we need for cash sale we need to for these two we need cash book. For this one we need purchase journal. For this one we need general journal. For this one we need petty cash. ඔක්කොම ගන්න ගියොත් මල කෙලිය කියලා බෝඩ් 10ක් විතර ඕනේ. ඉතින් නෑ. ඉතින් මම පොඩියට අඳින්නම් ඈ. පොඩියට අඳින්න. So I'm going to prepare the cash book like this. This is the cash. Just only T format. Huh? Concerning the space. Is it clear to you guys? Concerning the space, only the T. අවුලක් නෑ නේද? අවුලක් නෑනේ? තරහ නෑනේ? Right? Okay. So only the T format. Cash book. So other than cash book, what we need? You know, we need purchase journal. You know, so I'm going to prepare like this, only these two. No any other columns. Only these two. Right? So concerning space, this is what? purchase journal. So then I'm going to prepare the other one to record the next one. You know, we need general journal. So only the not using the full format. You know, we need like debit and credit. So this is the general journal. General. Is it clear to you guys? This is the general. So then again we need next petty cash book. So I'm using only the T format. Understand? So I'm using the T format for petty cash book as well. So this is the petty cash book. Petty cash. So after preparing the prime entry book, first we record this, so identify the source document. Then we prepare the prime entry book. Then what we need to do, we need to record the transactions in ledger account. Okay. So this is the ledger. So I'm preparing few ledger account. 1, 3, 4. Are you ready to start the calculation? Okay, now we need to record the transaction. First one. What is the first one? Cash sale. What is the double entry? We don't need to record the both double entry in ledger. Why? Cash book and petty cash book perform dual function. Understand? So what is the double entry? Cash book debit, sales account credit. Understand? Cash book debit, sales account credit. So cash book debit how much? 90,000. So in here I'm going to write the number 1 and sales. Okay, clear, right? So after that we need one entry in ledger sales account credit. This is so much practical now. So I'm using practical examples. So number 1, sales account. So you can write cash. What is the amount? 90,000. Is it clear to you? Right? This is the first transaction we can record. Are you okay with this one? Okay, right. Send me a thumbs up. අවුලක් නැහැ නේද? ගැටලුවක් නැහැ, ප්‍රශ්නයක් කරගන්න එපා නේද? What the ප්‍රශ්න? Okay. Right. First one is done. Then the second one. පොඩක් ඇදයි වගේද මගේ බෙල්ල ඇදයි වගේ. ඇද නැහැ නේ කෙලින්ම තියෙනවනේ. ෆ්ලැට් එකටම තියෙනවනේ. අවුලක් නැහැ. ඔයගලගේ ස්ක්‍රීන් එකේ පොඩි අවුලක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒක නිසා මේ වැඩි හිතන්න එපා. මං හිතන්නේ ඔක්කොම ගානට කෙලින්ම තියෙනවා. Right. Okay. Then the other one. Second one. Credit purchase 30,000. So where we record purchase journal. Purchase journal only perform the prime entry book. So we need to record the both double entry purchase. Sorry, ledger. Yeah. So what is the amount? 30,000. We can tell. We can write like ABC supplier. Right. We can take the supplier like ABC. Credit purchase from ABC Private Limited. So what is the supply is ABC Private.
So you wrote in the
Sorry.
cash purchase transaction from ABs.
I missed the second one, right? Credit purchase, right? All right. So from ABC Private. Right? So ABC Private Limited, what is the amount? 30,000. Since there is no any other credit purchase, I can directly post to the ledger. You know, so we need to take the total 30,000. At the end of the month, we need to write debited to purchase. Debited to purchase. So you can write like this. Purchase account debit. So what is the credit entry? Creditor ABs. Creditor ABs. the double entry menu. So second one, purchase account debit 30,000 as a creditor ABC. Creditor ABC credit as a purchase. The amount is second one also done, right? Second one also done, right? I put in done, right? Third one, cash purchase 100,000. We can record. We don't need another accounts. Cash book credit, purchase account. Okay? So cash book credit, purchase account debit. I'm going to write this. Creditor. So you can write like this. Cash book credit, purchase account debit. How much? 100,000. Third one. 100,000. So you can write. So shall I write it as like 190? Is it okay? So I'm going to write it as 190, the cash sale first one. So then cash purchase 100,000. You can write purchase. You can write third one, cash 100. Done, right? Right. So in here, this side, cash book credit, purchase account debit, right? Number 3, 100,000 is cash. Right? Now the next one. Next one. ඒක පොඩක් කැතයි නේදානේ. ගොඩක් මැදේ ගිල්ලන්නේ. මටත් නිකන් අවුල් වගේ දෙයක්. දැන් නම් කෙලින්නේ. right. දැන් හරියද? දැන් shape එක. පිටි gas book එකත් පොඩ්ඩක් මේ වෙලා තියෙන වැඩි හිතන්න එපා. මේ ඇවිල්ලා මේ general තමයි වීඩියෝ on කරන් ඉමු හැමෝම. right? බලන්න බා මම ෆොටෝ එකක් දානවා. on කරන් ඉමු. Now the other. So fourth one, selling a motor vehicle 300,000 on credit basis. You know the double. Motor vehicle account credit, ABC credit basis. Let's identify a business name to PQRPS. Understand? To PQRPS. You know the source document. What is the source document? Journal voucher. Journal. තාම පාඩමට ආවේ නැහැ. තාම කලින් පාඩම් කරන්නේ. Number 4. So we need to record the both double entry in general. Can you remember? So fourth one, we need to write PQR PLC. How much? Debit 300. Then motor vehicle account credit 3. Then you need to write a narration as well. So I'm not going to write the narration in. So you need to write the narration as. Then the other one. But we need to record the both double entry in ledger. Understand? So what are the ledger accounts we need? We need a motor vehicle. Then the next one, ABC. Sorry, it's PQR, right? It's PQR PLC. We need the account called PQR PLC. So we can write the double entry in here. What is the double entry? Motor vehicle account debit 300,000. Credit 300. 300. PQR account debit 300. This is a non-current assets. Can you remember? This is a non-current asset. Right? So how to write it? You know, this is fourth one. 4. You can write this one. This is fourth one. Number 4. Number 4. You can write this is motor vehicle. This is PQR. Yes. Fine, right? Tape. Right? Final one. Postal charges 30,000. When we record postal charges, can you remember? Petty cash book credit. So we take the total of the analysis column and we debit to the ledger. So petty cash book credit 30,000. So you can write like in here petty cash book credit number 5. So what is the number 5? Postal charges. මේක අපි ඇනලිසිස් කොලම් එකේ ලියන්නේ මතකයි නේද? ඇනලිසිස් කොලම් එකේ ලියලා ගන්න මම අර ඊට මදි නිසා දාන්නේ නැහැ කීයද 30. So you need another account called postal charges. Postal charges. Postal charges. Charges. So how much? It's rupees 30 debit. You can write 5 petty cash 30. So not only that, I need to add some important things to here. For the opening balance නැතුව මෙතන ගන්න බෑ. ඒකට හේතුව මේ පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා මේ not nice. When we balance the petty cash book, we can identify the credit balance 30. Not nice. Why? Always petty cash book balance should be debit. මෙතන අර interest එක නැති නිසානේ මේ කියන්නේ. ඒ වගේම motor vehicle account එකේ balance brought forward කරොත් කොහෙටද යන්නේ? credit පැත්ත. තේරෙනවද? එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. ඒකට හේතුව ඒව asset account. Asset account අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම balance brought forward යන්නේ කොහෙද? debit එක. ඒකට හේතුව I'm going to write opening balances like this. Petty cash rupees let's take 100 balance. These are the balances. PBF opening balances. So opening balances. Opening balances. Petty cash, let's take 100. So and also motor vehicle. Let's take like 500. So then I'll take capital 500,000 100. I මේ දෙකේ total එකනේ capital වෙන්න ඕනේ. මතකයිනේ නේද? මේ දෙකේ total එකනේ capital වෙන්න. So I need another ledger account called capital. මේක ඔය ඇඳ ගන්න වෙනවා පොතේ අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා හරි. පොඩියට. Right? So I'm going to write I'm going to do another ledger account called capital. Right? So I'm going to do another ledger account called capital. You know our capital account, how much? It's opening balance credit 500,000. එහෙම නැත්නම් balance එන්නේ opening මම මේ දෙක විතරක් දැම්මොත් balance එනවද නේ? මේ දෙකම යන්නේ opening debit side එක. තේරෙනවද? credit යන්නේ නැත්නම් මේ දෙකේ total එක tally වෙනවද? So petty cash book, you know, this is the opening balance. So not only that, our petty cash book is 100. This is like impress. Okay, take like impress. So then motor vehicle Opening balance, how much? Rupees 500. Now it's fine. These are the ledger accounts. Is it clear to you guys? Online, send me a thumbs up. These are the opening balance. Send me a thumbs up. Then ඔක්කොම ටික දාලා දී. Send me a thumbs up again. So now what I am going to do? I'm going to do like this. Do we have active? Yes, sir. Do we have to active the paper class? Yes, of course. There is another portal for paper class, right? So you need to active that one as well. Now the other. So listen to this carefully, right? Now this is the topic of today. What is the topic? Trial balance. What is the topic? Trial. ඕක තමයි මට කියන්න ඕනේ. අර ටික නැතුව කොහොමද මෙතෙන්ට? තේරෙනවද? අර ටික නැතුව කොහොමද මෙතෙන්ට? So what is the term called trial balance? This is like an state, like a list we prepare to get to know about our total of debits equal to the credits. In අපේ total debits credit වලට equal වෙනවද කියලා අපි බලන්නේ මොකද්ද? Trial balance. තේරෙනවද ළමයි? Right? Trial balance එක month end එකේදී total debits වලට credits equal වුණොත් ඒ කියන්නේ අපි හරියට accounts තියලා තියෙනවා කියලා අපිට rough idea එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන්. Not 100%. There can be errors as well. දැන් මම මොකද කරන්නේ? Continue. The trial balance. This trial is the account debit and ග්‍රහගන්න. Trial balance එකෙන් කරන්නේ month end එකේ තියෙන balance port forward ටික අරගෙන අපි බලනවා tally වෙනවද කියලා. තේරුණාද? Right? Month end balance port forward. Online? I'm audible to you? Right? Okay. Now this is the thing.
Yes.
First one. So we balance only the prime end books which perform the dual function as well as each and every ledger account. So out of these prime end books, we can balance only cash book and petty cash. When we balance the cash book, can you tell me the balance brought forward and balance carried down? So you know it's 190. So we can write 119 here. When we take 100, it's 90,000. How much? Balance carried down. Balance brought forward 90,000. Is it clear to you guys? Right? So you can write the cash book in here as 90,000. As in which side? Debit side. BBF යන පැත්ත ලියන්නේ. BBF යන්නේ කොහෙටද? Debit. BBF යන පැත්ත තමයි අතන්ට එන්නේ. මං කියලා දෙන්නවා. Not the BCD. So when it comes to petty cash book, you know. So the higher value side is 100. The lower value side is 30. So let's get 100 in here. So 70 is the balance carried down. In here, BBF 70. Debit side, you can take petty cash book, petty cash as rupees 17 debit. Are you okay up to here? Right? So now we need to balance all other ledger account as. So I'm not going to balance in here. My space is small. So what I am going to do? So I'm going to take the balances I can take. Now when it comes to capital account, can you tell me which side BBF? Credit side 500,000 100. Okay, 500,000 100. Right? So you can take capital. What a passive one balance kala liyanna puluwan. What a payno had a payno. Okay, what a payno. You can write capital here. Rupees credit side එකට යන්න. මොකද වැඩි පැත්ත credit පැත්ත එක debit වලට දැම්මාම වැඩිම පැත්ත දාන්නේ 0. So 500,100 500,100. So you can write 500,100. So when it comes to sales, it's also balance board 4 in which side? Credit side. Credit side 500,100. How much in here? 190. Clear, right? Clear. The other one, purchase only the debit side. So how much? 130,000.
130.
It's debit side. Very good. 130,000. When it comes to creditor ABC, creditor ABC, rupees 30,000 which side? Credit side. So when it comes to motor vehicle, we can take it's 200,000 debit side.
Debit.
Right? It's 200,000 debit side. In here 500,000. In here 300,000. When we balance it, it's 200,000 debit side. You can write motor vehicle. Motor vehicle. 200,000. So PQR PLC. PQR PLC. It's rupees 300,000 debit side. It's rupees 300,000. The final one, postal charges. Postal charges. When you balance this, you can take the value only in debit side 30. Credit side 0. When we balance it, BBF in debit side how much? 30. Now we already identify each and every transaction. Understand? Right? So when we balance it, if our mathematical accuracy and the total amounts debited equal to the credited is okay, so this debit also equal to credit. මොකද එක transaction එකක් නිසා දෙකම වෙනවා. So let's take 90,000 plus 70 plus 130,000 plus 200,000 plus 300,000 plus 30. How much? 720,000. තේරුණාද? බලන්න මේකෙත් එහෙමද කියලා 500,000
Yes, sir.
100. Yes, it's 720,000. අපිට මේක දෙකම සමානයි නේද? Magic. I'm a magician. Right? This is magic. So what we can get in here, we can take an idea. This is not 100. We can take our counting is 100% correct. I මේම හිතන හොඳරා ගන්න. Online video on කරගමු. දැන් දෙන්නේ කුටියක් ඈ. Video ඔක්කොම හැමෝම කරන්න. ඉදිත මන්ද. ඇඳ උට්ට වෙලා. කො ඇස්ස නිසා ගුළු වෙලා නිදිද කුලි. ඒතන පන්සිලු and එතුක අධීක්ෂණ නදින හරියක්. මට පේනවා දැන් මැවිලා. ඇඳ උට්ට වෙලා ෆෝන් එක මීම තියාගෙන මම ඒ දවස්වල කරපුවනේ මම ඔය කියන්නේ. බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා මට දැන් මැවිලා පේනවා. මම ඒ දවස්වල කරපුවා. හොඳයි. You know how you cheat? Why? You know the way I cheated during my online lectures. Right? So then I'm not giving any excuses. Others, Netuka and Nadina. පොරකට කාලා බුදිය ඇති. right? okay. දැන් මේකෙන් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් ද අපේ accounting process එක 100% accurate කියලා. ඇයි? හිතන්න මෙහෙම. When the cash sale is 90, like think like this cash purchase is 10,000. 10,000 කීයද? 10,000. හැබැයි අපි source document එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ කීයද? 100,000. තේරෙනවද? ඒ trial balance එක tally. මං කියන්නේ අපි වැඩිපුර 90000ක් මේ 10000ක් දාන්න ඕන එක 100,000 කියලා දාලා වැඩිපුර බිඳුවක් අමතක වෙලා මෙතනින් මං කියන්නේ වැඩිපුර වැඩිපුර ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කීයක් source document එකේ ලියවිලාද 90,000. think the actual transaction is 10,000. mistakenly he prepared the source document as 100,000. වැඩිපුර කීයක් දාලාද අති 90,000. so we credited the cash book as 100,000. We debited the purchase account as 100,000. But the actual amount should be 10,000. අපේ trial balance එක tally වෙනවා වැඩි actual amount එකට වඩා 90000ක් වැඩි. මං කියන්නේ ඇයි equal the total credit amount equal to total debit amount. Understand? So by now if our trial balance is balancing, we can't tell like this. Our accounting process is 100% accurate. So there can be errors. Is it clear to you? අපි debit again අපි ඇත්තරම දැන් මේකේ බැලුවොත් මේ දැන් මෙතන 90,000 මෙතන 10,000 එන්න ඕනේ එක අපි දාලා තියෙන්නේ කීයද 100,000. so BCD BBF එන්න ඕනේ කීයද 90,000 වෙනුවට කීයද ඇත්තරම එන්න ඕනේ 90,000 වෙනුවට ඇත්තටම කීයද එන්න 180,000 එන්න ඕනේ. ඇත්තටම එනවා. මොකද අපි වැඩිපුර මෙතන 90,000 දාලානේ තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? ඇත්තටම මෙතන එන්න ඕනේ 180,000 BBF එකයි. ක්‍රෙඩිට් වෙන්න ඕනේ 100,000 වෙනුවට හරිනම් කීයද? 10,000. තේරෙනවද? හරිනම් 10,000. ඒතර අපි actual cash balance එක physically calculate කරාම 180,000 තියෙනවා. හැබැයි books වලට value එක අනුව කීයද? 90,000. තේරෙනවද? So there can be errors. Okay, but so what we do in trial balance? Okay, quickly come to the TUTE, to the textbook. So then you can have a clear idea. Trial balance. The following facts are discussed in this chapter: the introduction to the trial balance, posting transactions from primary book, balancing off of ledgers, accounts, and preparation of trial balance. First one, introduction to trial balance. Okay, quickly read this and take a pencil or highlight. So I will tell you what are the key points to highlight in here. When preparing ledger accounts, read with me carefully. වෙන වෙන දේවල් අමතක කරලා CP එකේ මේක හොඳට ආගන්න. එතනම කියවල ඉවර කරගන්න. වෙන කල්පනාවල වෙන. When preparing ledger accounts based on the double entry principle, right? The values of the transaction is recorded in the debit side of one account and in the credit side of the relevant of the other relevant account. As a result of this, after balancing of the ledger accounts, there are debit and credit balances. The transactions are recorded and ledger account are balanced correctly. The total of debit and credit balances should be equal. Understand? The list which is prepared at the end of the period by including all the debit and credit balance of the account is trial balance. Highlight the definition. The list which is prepared at the end of the period by including all the debit and credit of the account is the BBF, right? Is called as trial balance. The trial balance is not an account, underline. So trial balance is not an account. Trial balance not an. This is merely a list of balance and could be considered as a summary of ledger. If the debit and credit entries have been recorded correctly in the ledger accounts and those accounts have been balanced correctly, the total of the debit column of the trial balance should agree with the total of the credit column of the trial balance. Okay. So if the trial balance agreed, the following two facts can be confirmed. Now you know our trial balance agrees using 120,100, but we can confirm the values debited to the accounts are equal to the values credited to the accounts. Transaction එක amount එක actual value එක වැරදි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. මං කියතේනවා අපි debit කරපු ගානට හරි ගාන credit කරලා තියෙනවා. Ledger accounts have been balanced correctly. It is there is mathematical accuracy. These are the things only we can confirm if our trial balance. Okay? We can't 100% guarantee. Why? So there can be there can be another error source document. Okay? So because of that, so we can confirm only two things. The values debited to accounts are equal to values credited to accounts. The ledger accounts have been balanced. Okay. Now what I am going to do, I am going to send a picture to your group. Okay. So you can write this. පොත අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා හරි ලියන්න වෙනවා. තේරෙනවද? කොහොමද ලියන්න වෙන්නේ? පොත අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා හරි ලියන්න ළමයි. ඒකට හේතුව මේක full process එක මම දීලා තියෙනවා. Opening balances, source documents, තේරෙනවද? තේරෙනවද? Right? Okay. Now I'm going to send this to your group. Okay. So you can write this and raise your hands. පොත අනිත් පැත්ත හරවලා හරි ලියලා raise hand එක. full process එක. Write it and raise your hands. Hurry up. Oh, after trial balance topic, write this and raise your hands. Okay, I'll send a picture to the group as well. So waiting for your raise hands. Okay guys, let's start back to the lesson. I think you have written this one, right? So do not keep space. So what I want to tell you in here, I discussed the full accounting process. Once the transaction happened, we need to prepare a source document and record in the prime entry book and extract to the ledger. Sometimes only one account ledger posted to the ledger because another account, another entry, cash book, petty cash book or bank account. Understand? Sometimes the both double entry recorded in the ledger. Understand? So we need to balance the ledger accounts plus prime entry books which perform the dual function. Then we need to prepare the trial balance. Okay? You know, as I told you, as your textbook, this is just only like a statement, not a statement, right? It's not an account. It's a merely a list of balances. Understand? This is, we can take like a summary of the ledger. Now, you know, cash book also perform the ledger function. So we can take like summary of the ledger. Are you okay up to here, guys? Are you okay up to here? Right? Okay, nice. Let's move to the other part. Okay, quickly come to the textbook. Right, this one. So following are the balances of accounts of Janakanta's business as at 30th June 2023, who commenced his business on 1st January 2023. Then අලුතෙන්ම පටන් ගත්ත business එකක්. මම කියන දෙන්නවා. So you can write this both 2020. These are first 6-month transaction. You can see. So what are the things? The trial balance prepared by including the above balances is shown below, right? Okay. Before moving to that, I want to tell you about an important thing. I want to tell you about an important thing. Right. Listen to this carefully. Listen to this very much carefully. Right. දුකන් මේ මකන්නත් දුකයි ඉතින් ඇයි වේමක් දීලා නෙලියුවේ නේද Right. Okay. Now listen to this very much carefully. This is very much important to you. Right. So in the trial balance list. Date. So it's 12th, right? 11th December. This is very much important to you. So, right. This is an O-level question. Okay. Now think. This is the trial balance. Debit and credit. Okay. So they mention bank account as 70,000. So can you tell me whether this is a favorable balance or unfavorable? Unfavorable balance. Why? Balance brought forward in credit side, which means this is an overdraft. So you can't identify this bank account as an asset. This is a liability to the business. Understand? Why? BBF in which side? Credit side. Okay. Are you okay up to here? Send me a thumbs up, right? Since this is an unfavorable. Right. Now, I'm going to tell you, right? You know, let's write the heading like a bullet point. Summary of the ledger accounts uh, recorded in trial balance, which records in recording trial balance. Right. Right. So just write this and no, don't do any other thing. Just write it and look here. Right. Listen to this carefully. Now you know we prepare the ledger. Now listen to this carefully. We do the balancing part at the end of the accounting period. Okay. Now think this is the accounting period of 2020, starting on 1st January and ends on December. Understand? We prepare the trial balance at the end of the accounting period because of why we balance the ledger accounts at the end of the period, or sometimes we balance the ledger accounts monthly wise. Okay, but we prepare the annual accounts at the end of the account. So we prepare the trial balance preparation. Is it clear? Right? So when we record the transactions in trial balance, you can write like this. You need to follow 3 columns: A, B, C, P, L, C. Trial balance, as at 31st December 2020. Is it clear to you? Are you okay with this one? Right? Okay. Nice. Now, other than that, what I want to tell you, this is a debit entry. So I'm not going to use the full format. I'll tell you the full format later. So just write. So just remember this one. Okay. Nice. Always asset accounts. This is the summary. So I'm not going to write in detail. Asset accounts balance brought forward in which side? Debit side. Asset accounts balance brought forward in which side? So we can identify the debit side of the trial balance. But still you don't know this one. Not accumulated depreciation accounts balance brought forward in credits. Though still you don't know, don't worry about this one. You can understand this one in next year. Here, next year. දැන් අහලා අයියෝ මල කෙලියේ තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා බය වෙන්නේ. So asset accounts balance brought forward in debit side, but though accumulated depreciation accounts are asset accounts balance brought forward in. Is it okay to you? Right? Just remember, just only the idea. Next one, liability accounts balance brought forward in which side? Credit side. Here, right? Expense account balance brought forward in which side? Debit side. Income accounts balance brought forward in which side? Credit side. Then balance brought forward when increase side දෙක. The asset accounts වල increase side දෙක කොහෙද? Debit. Increase debit, decrease credit. X A EX increase debit, so balance brought forward in debits. LIEQ, which means equity, balance brought forward in which side? Credit side. Are you okay with this one? Send me a thumbs up. Right? In trial balance again, credit side. Right? Next one, equity accounts balance brought forward in which side? Credit side. But though the drawing account concerned as an equity account, balance brought forward in debit side. Isn't it this? Right? So though the equity accounts balance brought forward in credit side, but there is a special note. Drawing account balance brought forward, debit, understand, right? This is the whole sum. Okay, quickly write this and raise your hands. Draw this carefully, right? Write it and raise your hand. Better if you can draw this one. First write the heading, then draw this one. Then prepare this one. Understand? First write this one. Okay. So heading, then draw this one, then once you finish, make sure to raise your hands. Guys, once you finish, make sure to raise your hands. Hurry up. Fatima, Yunet, Dina, Sabir. Done? Okay, right. Others too. The bank account. Bank account is coming under asset account. Okay. So let's write it's as a special note after this one. Like write a special note like this. Special note after this one. Special note. Okay. Bank account can be an asset account balance brought forward in the debit, a liability account BBF in credit. Okay. So even a bank account can be an asset account BBF in debit. Okay. A liability account BBF in which side? Credit side. Okay. Done. Done? Have you finished? Next week we can finish this lesson now. I'll send the tutor as well. Okay, done, right? So I'm removing your raise hand. If you need more time, again raise your hands. If you need more time to write this for raise your hands. If not, keep without raising your hand. If you need more time, raise your. Done. Okay. So guys, turn on the videos. Hurry up. Now it's 8:18. Okay. Now I'm going to wind up the theory class. Understand? Because I'm going to finish your class a bit earlier today, which means around 9:30, 9:40, right? Okay. Now it's 8:18. So this is enough for the understanding. But in your preparation class also, I'm going to do the theory class things. Understand? Because we need to wind up. So I'm going to do rest of the calculations in trial balance during the paper revision. Understand? So now it's 8:18. I'll give 20 minutes. Come back on time. Okay. Now it's 8:20. Let's take like 8:20. I'll start it 8:40. Okay. Let's start the class at 8:40. Go eat and come back. Okay. So paper revision class link also available in the LMS. So join to the class 840, right? Okay guys, thank you.